Hey folks, welcome. Let me shut that noise off. That's
you.
Cindy over there, over on your left. I'm Gary, if you
There
don't
we
know. Hi everybody. And we have Robin.
Hi.
We have Robin in Cindy's dining room. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's fun. Hey Kelly. Yeah, on her lunch. Oh, we
Great.
got to cram everything into Kelly's lunch hour. Okay, that's gonna be
Oh
that.
boy.
That's gonna be tough. There's
Yeah, it
20
will
of them,
be.
Kelly. So tell them your lunch hour ran long. You know. Sorry. All right. So as the title said, we're here to. Cindy's got, what'd you say, 10 cross stitch and
About
10-ish.
10 cross stitch and about 10 needlepoint. 9 or
So
10 of each.
there we go. So get your pen and paper out because you're gonna want to write them down. Yep.
Now some of them are a little old, but they might still be available.
You never know. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm dying to know what Kelly's having for lunch. Probably like a peanut butter sandwich or something, but
Probably.
it's just a curiosity thing. Uh, all right, let's go.
Oh, there's Deb
Oh,
DeCrane.
Deb. Hey, Deb. Retired. You know, all the retired people can show up. Yeah. Yep.
Right. Right.
All right, let's start. I mean, what do we, why not? Let's go. So all Cindy all the time. Let's go.
Okay, before I start showing the pictures, I thought I'd show you. So I know that you and Beth have talked about a calendar. Beth keeps track of her projects on a calendar. I
Yeah.
don't do a calendar. I have a journal.
Oh my. Whoa. Holy
So
smokes.
I'm not going to show all of those things today, obviously. But when I start a project, I make a page for it, and
Oh, wait. Pausing here. Stouffer's stuffed peppers and peanut brittle chocolate. Oh.
ooh,
Oh, okay. You win, Kelly. Thank you.
yeah.
Okay, back to you. To the
So
left.
I, I, you're not going to be able to see that. I write down the day that I started and information about the project, the designer, the name of the project, the materials. I write down all of the threads and the canvas and all of that. And then I also keep track of the time that I spend stitching. And I use
Oh,
this.
huh.
So this is a little timer. It will count down, but it also counts up.
Uh-huh.
And it, I got it at Barnes and Noble several years ago. It was to encourage kids to read, so they could keep track of how much time they
Oh,
spend reading.
uh-huh.
Works great for needlework.
Okay, so what does this all do for you? Is it just that you have a history, or
Yeah.
how do you use it? It's just to have the history.
Well, for the Embroiderers Guild, when I was a member of the local chapter, we did a big show every year. And EGA insures the pieces for that show. And so you have to fill out a form
Oh,
that covers, the expenses and the time that you spent working on the project. And so I just, got tired of making it up.
excellent.
So,
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So I just keep track of it and now it's just for my own personal, whatever.
Well, it's interesting to me. I don't keep track of anything, and I've had more than one instance where I wish I had. Like I
Hmm.
didn't write down the fabric, the ground cloth,
Right.
or if I needed extra skeins of something, I didn't have a record of that.
Hmm.
And the time isn't so critical to me, but the other things, I've been tripped up, and I've thought from time to time I should really at least have a sheet with each project that I can make notes on.
Right.
And yeah, so hold that up again. So that's just the closed book. So that's like one of those hardbound spiral journal things, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so not even that big, like 4 by 8 or something.
Yeah. And I've been using it for a long time. Before that, I just used a little notebook, a little tiny notebook
Yeah,
with, like 3 by 5 or something like that. And then I use tape flags
yeah, okay,
to
huh?
just write what it is so I can find it without paging through the whole thing.
Right, right. But that's pretty
And
simple,
then,
It's not involved, not a great involved thing. Oh, Sharon, make your guess. Sharon Bruce is entertaining tonight, so she'll watch the recording tomorrow. Make your guests watch the show live, Sharon. Come on, we're
yeah.
more. But that's just a simple thing and not expensive or anything.
Right. And so when I'm done with it, and I mean completely finished, because I keep track of the cost of the finishing as well.
Oh,
I write that in here, and then actually I transfer everything to an Excel spreadsheet so I don't have to add by hand.
right.
And then I've got a document, and then I take the flag off.
Okay.
So,
Hmm. Well, see, that's a
okay,
good idea. Yeah.
yeah. And so, I've got a history in here going back to, I don't know, 1993 is the first one.
Yeah.
The first page here is 1993. So I've been using this for a long time.
But see, the other thing I like about that is, and where I've gotten, where it's been more hassle than it was worth, is people online asking for help. Like, what did you use? Or,
Mhm.
and it's like, well, I did that, I have that project, or I finished that, I could help, but then I don't have the information. And by the
Right.
time I piece it together, who cares anymore? It's just 18 other people have answered, and I could have helped. And so something like that, just
Hmm.
open the book and there it is. Yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah. Because that always frustrates me when I can help somebody on the spot and then I don't have the information. And,
Right.
you know, yeah.
And I mean, you don't have to use anything fancy like this. You could just use a little spiral notebook.
Mm-hmm.
I just happen to have this, and so
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
said, I've been using it for a long time.
It's just that one
Okay.
book. So you've gotten a lot of use out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've actually gone through. I went through and used the front page of everything. Now I'm going through and using the back pages, the back sides of the.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
Oh, wrong way.
Yep.
So yeah, and
Excellent.
I've got, when that one's full, then I'll start another one.
Sure, sure, but yeah, that's lasted you a long time right there, and you stitch a
Hmm.
lot of pieces, so
Right.
over that many
Well,
years, that's trivial cost.
right. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
Go for it.
Cross stitch first.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you my Heaven and Earth Designs piece first.
Oh,
And I haven't worked on this for a while, but I will get it out and start working on it again.
oh,
So I have about 2 pages done, and the title of this one is Mold Fairy. Can you see it?
up
There
there
we
you go,
go.
right there. Perfect. That's the center. Yeah. Okay, mold. Oh,
Oh,
so
I
that,
guess it's just mold. Mold as in fungi.
yeah. So you're up in that upper left corner then.
Right.
Oh
Rotting
man.
tomatoes.
Yeah. Back it up a little bit so it stays in focus.
Oh, okay.
Right there. Perfect. Oh man, that's cool. So what is
Yeah,
it?
so
400 by 407 stitches? Okay.
uh-huh. Yep. And I'm doing it on 28 count casual over one.
Okay. Over one.
To, uh-huh.
Go Cindy.
So it'll be 14 and a half by about 15.
89 colors. Oof.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. If you don't want, don't do it. But can I see the back
sure.
to your
Can you
left?
see it?
To your left and back up just a little bit toward you. There we go. Right there. Hold it right in there. Okay. I just wonder what happens with these things because there's so much confetti. Okay. See,
That's
this
a
is
little messy, but not bad.
no. See, but this is to me. This is where you learn. Is
Hmm.
that if you're doing these things, it's okay to carry. You almost have to. But then what
Hmm.
happens? But then if you flip it over on the front, you can't see it. It doesn't matter.
No,
No, it's a very clean front, but it's that it's okay.
right.
Huh. Cindy's nails must be addressed. Okay, we will. Um, yeah, hang on just a second. We'll get to those.
Okay.
So, okay, so that's really cool. So that's 2 pages. So how? I mean, that's slow going, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, do you do the
Uh,
multiple? Do the multiple thread thing? What is that? No,
no. Parking.
parking. Yes.
Yeah. No, I do I generally work 10 by 10.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people have said that they don't like to do that because they see lines.
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not seeing any lines
Not
on
seeing them. Yeah.
this. And for me, it's just easier to work in a 10 by 10 grid.
Yeah.
And I'll go outside of it, if I've got, I know there's a stitch or two outside that with the thread that I'm using. But I know people do cross country on these. They start with one thread and do that
I
whole
know.
color.
I know.
I I I couldn't do that.
I'd get lost. Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah. But
Yeah. And I'm marking the chart off as I go.
yeah, you don't baste though. Do you baste?
Not on not on this one.
Okay.
On, on a full coverage, I don't see a need for it.
Yeah. Okay.
But you will see one that I have basted,
Okay.
and I'll explain why.
Now, what was else? Oh, I think it's my opinion. I've never done one, but when we see these lines from the sections, I think
Hmm.
some of that has to be tension.
I think so too.
Yeah, because you shouldn't see the lines no matter what, but I think it's tension. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I've done some other things that have a lot of stitches in them, and that's the way I've always worked. And I don't know, I don't see lines on it.
Yeah, I didn't
So,
see any. Yeah.
and I think
It's,
you'd be able to see them.
oh yeah, yeah. No, I don't see any hint whatsoever. No, no.
Well, plus that, I think once it's mounted,
Mm-hmm.
I would think most of those would go away anyway.
Yeah,
Now I'm just using DMC thread on this. I don't probably won't wash it.
yeah.
because I'm not holding it, it's on the scroll frame.
Right. Right.
So I don't need to touch the fabric all that much.
Right. So as you're stitching, do you still put a cloth or something over what you've already stitched? Or
No,
no?
when I'm done stitching, I put it back in whatever I was in.
No, I meant as you're stitching, so you don't rub your hand over what you've already stitched.
Oh, no,
No, no, no need. Okay.
no. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. All right. Time out for your nails. Plug for your nail person. You get some of the coolest nails on the planet, I have to say. This is all for
There we
Kelly
go.
before she has to go back to work.
Yeah.
Backed up just a little bit. Oh, come closer. Right there. Stop it. Cool. And
Yeah.
how long does one of those deals last when you have it done?
I go every 3 weeks.
Okay.
And she's been doing my nails for 22 years, I think now.
And always a design like this? I mean, is it, or do you not always do it
Oh,
every?
oh no, she does nail art every time. This is one of the simpler ones.
Yeah,
She does some amazing freehand stuff.
it's
Thanks,
cool.
Inez.
Your stuff always looks cool. How long does it take? Is that like a 2 hour process?
It's an it's an hour and a half usually about.
Okay, okay. Now I know
Yeah.
nothing about nails, but now are those fake nails or are those your real nails that she does it on?
I have overlays,
Okay.
but they're not acrylic. They're s- um they're fiberglass.
Oh,
And very few techs know how to do fiberglass.
oh, okay. More
So that's one
durable?
of for me, they are. The acrylics don't stay on my nails.
Okay.
They pop off. So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah,
Now this
she
is
does a great job.
male asking about stuff I have no clue. But do those have to be replaced from time to time?
They do come off after a while.
Okay.
The, you know, the so it's the fiberglass is a really, really fine mesh. It's way finer than or it could be silk. I think she's actually using silk now. It's like a gauze. It's really,
Oh.
really fine. And the resin is like super glue. It's a
Oh.
cyanoacrylate.
Yeah.
So they are much thinner than acrylics,
Oh, okay.
but they're strong. And my nails are kind of weak. So this keeps them from breaking.
So you almost essential for you in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Especially when I was working because I was handling a lot of equipment cases with stiff latches and that's why I started getting my nails done because I was breaking my nails all the time on those latches. They were just too weak. And
Oh,
they'd break down way down deep into my nail.
ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that ends our nail segment. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye, Kelly. Kelly left.
Bye,
She had to go
Kelly.
back to work. Okay, on we go.
Okay. Nope,
To your
this
left.
one.
There you go. That's the center right there. Yep.
Okay,
Perfect.
this one is called Luna, and it is Nora Corbett. So now we're into the pumpkins.
Yeah. How are her charts to stitch? Are they
Oh,
well
they're not
done?
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have a chart here.
No.
I took everything out of
Never
the.
done one, never will, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they have a lot of color changes, and uh, I don't know what linen this is. It might be 36,
Uh-huh.
and I'm stitching over two.
Yeah. She does an impressive
So
job with detail. To your left. There you go. Right there. Perfect. She does an impressive job with detail. I always am
yes,
yeah. She
and
gets
it
the most.
has a lot of beads on it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be pretty blingy when it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's the guy in the Philippines? I think it is Dewey or something. We had him on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does a ton of those. Man, he's got a collection.
Yes.
Yeah. Forget his name. Sorry, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
No, but yeah, I'm always impressed with his work. He really does a nice
Yeah.
job.
Okay. The next one is called Halloween Cat.
Like the ground cloth.
Yeah, and I didn't write down what the rest of these were. I just happened to have the uh, other one. So this is a Satsuma Street design.
Okay. I don't
This
know
one is a
them.
fair,
Satsuma. I've heard of them, but
yeah, I kind of like their stuff. It's kind of bright and cheery and uh, sort of simple, not a lot of color changes.
mm-hmm.
I'm sure this one is probably available
Yeah.
right now or
Nice design.
still. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, see,
And
I'm not a fan at all of overdyed linen or ground cloth, but that one works really well in that instance.
yeah, so there's the back for you.
To your left.
Left, other
Yeah,
left.
there you go. That's the center. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Clean.
Okay, and then the next one is another Nora Corbett, but this one is Mirabilia. And this is one that I did grid.
Okay.
Can you see the grid on
Oh
there?
yeah, yeah.
So I'll
I've,
tell you when I grid is when, so I was working down here in the border
mm-hmm.
and here's the pattern.
Oh, okay.
So there's a whole lot of empty space up here at the top
Yeah.
where the border is. I didn't want to start, normally I start at the top and work my way down, but I didn't want to count that much.
Yep. Can't blame you there.
So I started on the bottom with the bottom border and counted it and made a mistake and fixed it. And then I started with the letters and I was counting them and made a mistake. So if I make two mistakes, then I give up and I grid.
Yeah. Yeah.
With things that are kind of out in the middle of nowhere, for me, it just is worth it to take the time to set up the grid so I don't have to keep ripping it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say that on reproduction samplers, when you get stuff floating in space, um,
Right.
yeah, it really is, count 15 times and I'll take needles and put them in every 10.
Right.
And yeah, and then invariably you're still one off somewhere. But yeah, that's got a lot of floating stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I will do some gridding up here probably because
Yeah.
there's leaves floating around up there,
Yeah.
although it wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be anywhere, but still you like to at least be close. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody would know.
Right. She has
So,
such a
okay.
she has such a way of getting delicacy in her designs. It's really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
hmm Okay, next one is a towel.
Folks, if you have questions, fire them off. No problem at all. That's what we're here for. To the left. Back
I
toward
can't
you.
see I can't see through this one.
There we go. Up now, up. There we go. Okay.
Okay, this one is called, well, the chart is called Falling Leaves. It's a the cricket collection,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing this band down here.
Okay.
And so that one is called Pumpkin Patch Border.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a dish towel
To your left, to your left, to your left. And up. Got
and
it.
up.
That's good right there. Mm-hmm.
So this is a dish towel with an Ada band in it.
Mm-hmm.
So and the reason I'm doing that is because this fits in one of the categories
Ah,
at the state fair
at the
where
fair, yeah.
the band that went, I think they have it around a basket, that didn't work.
Yeah. How are you anchoring threads so that you can use that towel and they don't come out?
Uh, I'm just working underneath the threads.
That's all, huh? Nothing special.
I am using two. I am using two threads, but I'm not using the loop start method because these are I think Weeks Dye Works, so you can't really use the loop start
Oh,
with an over dyed thread.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just weaving under.
Okay. Do you weave under more than you normally would, or
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
all right? Because I just
just to
always
make
wonder
sure.
that, if you're going to do a cross stitch of something that's going to be used and washed, last thing I'd want is after the third wash, threads start popping out, and
Right. Now on this one, I did grid. I didn't grid the whole thing, but I marked the center up and down and side to side,
uh-huh, yeah,
so I knew where to start. And
yeah,
this will be washed. I'll use it. And but I've been stitching it in a hoop, so you can see that there's a hoop mark. It'll
right.
need to be washed. So yeah, I'm making sure that I'm anchoring everything really well.
And Weeks is color fast.
Oh,
Well,
I
it
hope
must be, or
so.
you wouldn't use it. You hope so.
Oh no, well, now that you say that, I should check it.
Oops.
Oops. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, just asking the question.
Yeah,
Be ashamed to
great.
have to dry clean a dish towel every time you use it.
Yeah, well, then it will just hang and be pretty.
Yep.
Okay, another category in the state fair is Christmas stocking.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't find any Christmas stockings that had pumpkins on them, but I found an
Really?
autumn's. I found an autumn stocking.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like
So
that
that
design.
now this one, can you see? I on this one I have outlined the stocking
Yeah.
in that again metallic green thread,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the pattern.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of Plum Street. That's Paulette. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's cool. I like
So
the
I'm
design. Yeah.
yeah, I like it too. I like the different patterns on the pumpkins.
Yeah, see, I like those kinds of fall pumpkin type things that don't look
Yeah,
like Halloween.
right.
And that has no Halloween in it, but it's so clearly fall. I really like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. How big is that stocking going to be? Is it like 10 inches long?
The thread count is 152 by 333,
Okay.
and I am using linen.
Still a good
I
size
don't,
though.
yeah, it will be. So I don't have it. I haven't gone all the way. I think this is where it kind of turns. It goes this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I've outlined it all the way,
Hmm.
but yeah, it'll be long.
Yeah. That'd be nice. That's a design you can pull motifs out of there, several of them I can see, and do other
Oh
things with them.
yes,
Just that top part with the house and the tree and the birds, that could be a thing by itself. Yeah.
right. Yeah, I'd make a great little small
Right.
pincushion or something like
Right.
that.
Yeah. Inez, yeah, DMC's color fast, but she's using Weeks Dye
Right.
Works, which is why I asked the question. Yeah, DMC you don't have to really worry about.
Okay. Uh, the next one are these are ornaments.
Okay. Ooh, sparkly
There's
ground
one.
cloth.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all of them.
There'll be three because you have to have three ornament. If you're doing ornaments, there has to be three of them.
Oh, that's the rule. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now
And
talk about space between ornament. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
this is the pattern. It's Autumn Minis by Waxing Moon Designs.
That's another one I
Uh,
wrote down long ago to do a show with and forgot. So I'm writing that down. So how much space do you leave between those? Couple inches?
oh no, there's about probably a good 4 inches, maybe 5 inches. Top to bottom, in between the bottom two, there is just a couple inches.
Okay.
So I could have put them closer together, but I don't think it would have given me much extra fabric.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's the back. So these will be finished as ornaments. And so I don't really need a lot of extra fabric around.
Right.
Okay, this one is called Frankenflora.
Ooh. Hello.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
this is a Sam Sarah Design Studio pattern. The photo is shiny. There we go. Kind of
Yeah.
gets the reflection out of the way. So the fabric that I'm using is actually a brighter yellow than they called for,
Yeah.
but I really like it. It's so bright and happy.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Yep.
And this is another fabric that's over dyed. I don't know if you can see it,
Yep.
but it does have some color variation in it.
Yeah.
And quite a lot
Just
of it
little.
will show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin sharing 3 ornaments to show mastery of the technique.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's input from the dining room there.
Okay. Next one. Keep going the wrong way.
Ooh.
This
Rick.
one is on 40 count linen,
Uh huh. I like
over
that
one.
border.
And it's over one because I need it to be really small.
Elizabeth's Needlework Designs.
Yeah. And here again, this has lots of cool motifs, fall motifs on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this one I need good light in my magnifiers
Yep.
because 40 count over one,
Yeah, that's tight. That's tight.
that's a challenge.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah. Let's see.
the back.
Yep. Yep. Clean. Go back to the picture of the picture of the thing. That border right under that crow in the upper left. That I like that little border there. That'd be a useful thing otherwise.
Uh-huh.
Those little diamond things. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
You know, if you're making up something, that'd be a nice border to separate units. Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
Right. And
Yeah.
I like the fact that she kind of changed the border up a
Mm-hmm.
little bit.
Yeah.
It's not all the same thing all the way around.
Yeah. 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 It's actually different all the way around, isn't it? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah. It, down here, I can't. There
Yeah.
we go. The bottom is completely different,
Right. Huh.
which I hadn't really noticed until you started talking about the border.
Yeah.
because I'm a
No,
long ways away from that part.
oh, that's a nice
And now,
piece.
now this one I haven't gridded because everything is pretty close together.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm a thread or two off, it won't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So, and the last cross stitch piece is called Harvest Trio, and it's a bell pull. It's Mill Hill. Those
Oh
are
yeah.
all beads.
Oh boy. I've only
So it,
done beads as accents. I've never done an all bead thing. Do you get a rhythm that goes pretty fast?
well, it's not all bead. There is a fair amount of
Ooh.
just regular cross
Ooh, that
stitch
thing is
in it.
cool. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a mill hill, which is why there's so many beads.
Yeah. Oh man,
But
that's
there is
cool.
there is a lot of so most of the crow is floss,
Okay.
cross stitch. So the beak, the eye, the little swirl on the wings, the kind of diamonds, and the tail are beads,
Mm-hmm.
and the legs are beads. So you can see the next one I started the cross stitch on.
Yeah. Yeah. I think pulls are so cool anyway because they're just so different.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah, that's gonna be neat. So
and
how
again, there's
wide is your cloth? 8 inches?
and I am using exactly what is called for. It's a 8-inch wide linen banding, 27 count.
Okay. That's pretty standard then, because the banding piece I have is well, I have five and a quarter, so eight. I think yeah, eight was the next size up. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Judy Stone says, "Are you working borders as you go, or do you stitch the border all the way?"
Oh, I work it as I go.
Yeah, okay. Me too.
If there's back stitch, I work that as I go too,
Yeah.
because the worst thing is to get the fun part done
Yep.
and then have to
Yep.
do the back stitching or do the border that lasts forever.
Yep. Oh, that massive stocking I did for our son over the course of some 20 years. I never did. I didn't do any of the back stitch. And then, oh, I had to suck it up and do all that. I was like, you idiot. Why didn't you do this all along? Because, yeah, that gets old real fast. Yeah.
Well, but that's how they tell you to do it.
Yeah.
But it's way easier to do it as you go because then you're kind of you're kind of familiar with the area that you're working in and
Mm-hmm.
you know where the back stitching should go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
and
and that's what happened to me is I'd forgotten and I had to go back
mhm.
and study the chart. And oh, it just took so much time. Yeah. Yeah.
And then find on the needlework
Mm-hmm.
where the stitching needs to
Yep.
go. Yeah, it's
Yep.
I
Pain in the
to me
butt.
that's nightmare. Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay,
Okay,
but
that
all
is
right, before you go on to needlepoint, talk about your scroll bars. Are those all? They all seem to be the same design, or you just have a collection of?
no, the nearly all of them are from Artisan Designs.
Okay.
These are the best scroll bars I've found. And if you can see on
Yep.
that bottom scroll, there's a little piece of wood in there.
Yep.
So no sewing, no Velcro, no nothing. All you do is fold your fabric kind of around that little bar, drop it in the slot, and then turn it. And so there's inner and outer knobs here, and between the two, I can get this drum tight.
Yeah.
And then there's,
Okay.
knobs that you can turn on this side too.
All right. So yeah. All right. So because that I saw that piece of wood in the groove, and that's kind of like the millennial frames use a long dowel to get the same
Uh-huh.
effect. It's very
Right.
powerful. Yeah, and you're not sitting there sewing on a basting tape or twill tape. Yeah. Hate that. But talk
The
about
ones
how do those go ahead.
The one thing that I do is I will pull a couple of threads out on the edge so I can establish the straight of grain
Ah, okay.
and make sure that I'm not getting it on the scroll crooked.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, once that gets in there and gets tightened down, it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah,
No,
holds it tight.
no.
Okay, show me how those knobs work. I'm most curious about this scroll frame. So how are they working to tighten?
Okay, so I don't know if I can. Let's try this way. So so now this is tightening up the fabric. So I'm turning this one,
Yeah.
and the fabric is like it's now it's drum tight, and then I'll tighten this one and
Oh,
tighten the other
so
end.
the outer ones lock it in.
Yep.
Okay.
And if I can turn this one too the other way and then tighten it down, and now
Okay.
it's very tight.
All right, I get it now. What's the brand name?
Artisan Designs.
Yes.
They're in the United States. Uh, I have a floor frame and a lap frame made by them.
Uh-huh.
I've had the floor frame for I bet 30 years.
Yeah.
I had to replace the head on it because I cracked the knob that tightens it down. But you can do that, I just
Right.
ordered the new head.
Yeah. Not
And
expensive?
uh no, I think they're very reasonable.
Yeah. Okay.
And I ordered, so I have uh, several sizes. Some of them are duplicates. Uh, this one and the Satsuma are the same size, but I ordered. You can either order them singly, with the rods, and you can order these separately too, and they come in. This is a longer one than this one.
Oh, okay. So you could have different, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can kind of see.
That's a good system.
Yeah. Uh, or you can order a whole set of them. And I don't know what the longest one is. I don't have anything on the longest ones, but they're a good size. And probably you could get them to make them longer for you if you really needed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because see, I have two Millennium frames, one
Huh?
really long and one kind of semi-long. But I was looking at this beloved thing that Beth has hooked me into stitching, and
Uh-huh.
and it's a 12 by 12, and I'd like to put it on a scroll bar, but I don't want it on a great big long one. And so it was, all
Oh
right, what do
no.
I use? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah,
all
go look at
Beth's
Artisan
fault.
Designs.
It's absolutely all Beth's fault. I mean, she is on the hook for this one, um, but and you can get those absolutely drum tight, top to bottom and side to side. It'll hold up. I saw you have those magnet things on one there.
Oh, that's a different.
Oh,
So
I see. Okay.
this is different. Uh, I don't remember where I got these.
Yeah, I used to have that design. I was not a big fan of it. Didn't
Uh,
stay.
the the dowel splits in half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't
Well, this is
stay.
yeah, this is what I started with.
Yeah.
Uh, this this has been on the scroll bars since long before I got the other ones.
Right. Yeah. Okay, you just
So
cost me some
yeah.
money then. Yeah.
Okay, my work here is done.
Yep. Deb says best enabler for sure. Oh yeah, she's the master at it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Queen
yeah.
enabler. Yep. She hasn't popped her head up here. I think well.
Oh, Nooper, thanks. It's the lock scroll system.
Oh, lock
That's
scroll.
what Artisan Design calls it.
Lock scroll. Thank you, Nooper.
Mhm.
Thank you. All right. I think an order has to be placed as soon as we're done here.
But really, aren't at the end of the day, aren't we all enablers for each other?
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
Some just better than others. Yeah.
how many things have we bought because you mentioned it or you talked to a designer or an artist and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I know. I have a room full of it.
Speaking of which,
Oh, yes. Yes.
from dawn to dusk.
Yep.
Okay, so that is the biggest needlepoint piece that I'm working on right now.
Man, so cool. That is one of the great designs. Yeah, I'm working on getting scheduling with Karen to do a show with her. Man,
Oh, good. You need to start yours.
I know. Yeah, in the chart now, in the chart, there's also a all blue one that Karen did for me, just special for Fiber Talk that you can request too. So,
Yeah.
well, you're moving right along.
Yeah, I worked on it pretty consistently for a while and then I set it aside and haven't gotten back to it.
Yeah.
But I will. I'll add it to my rotation of stuff to do this year. I changed the colors, of course.
Well, yeah. Why not?
The thread that I used as my inspiration is a color complements thread, and it's blue. It's right in here, blue and teal and purple,
Oh,
a
okay. I
dark
see it.
blue,
Yeah.
and then I just found threads that went with it. This is
Yeah.
the canvas is the lavender canvas. I don't think it kind of looks beige on the
Right. Yeah. That isn't
screen, but
showing.
it's lavender.
Oh, I bet if we could see that lavender, I bet that's really nice. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it is really pretty.
It's weird that that doesn't show up. Oh, Jennifer's with us. Yay. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
And there's a tip. Now back up a little bit. There's a tip for people who may be just starting needlepoint and putting on scroll frames. Put those tacks close together like that. You'll be glad
Yeah.
you did.
Stretcher bars, not scroll frames.
It's stretcher bars, yeah. But yeah, when you do that, put those tacks close together. Use a ton of them. You'll be glad you
Yeah.
did.
And this is on the Adjusta frames.
Yeah,
So it's pretty tight.
yeah.
And like I said, I haven't touched it for a while and it's stayed pretty tight.
Tight, yeah. Man, that looks great. That piece is going to be nice.
Thank you.
Textured Treasures, Karen Dudzinski. She does amazing stuff. Check her out.
Yes, she does.
Lots of layering, lots of things going on, but yeah, and a lot of fun to stitch too. Yep, really great.
This is called Beaded Bermuda Reef. It's by Kathy Reese.
Mm,
I know you like this because it's blue.
yeah, I do. Ooh, look at that. To your left. Holy smokes, look at that. Oh, writing that down. I have a pad of paper in front of me. I'm making all these notes. Oh, I do
Uh,
like that a lot. Wow.
this is a class.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll watch
We
for it.
we did it as I think it was a correspondence course. It might have been a workshop through Cyber Pointers.
Okay.
And we have another one from her coming up. I don't know, registration might be closed on it. That is a similar kind of a design. It's called Quiet Winter Frost, I think, and it might be closed.
Oh, okay. Man, I like
But
that. That is beautiful.
yeah, she's got a series of these where she is using this kind of up and down
Uh-huh.
kind of design with different stitches in.
That she's selling as opposed to just teaching?
No, I think she's only teaching these.
Only
I don't,
teaching them.
you'd have to go look at her website. I don't know. She might have some
Yeah.
that she is selling, but I think they're pretty much all teaching pieces right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
I don't. She's doing something for Shining Needle Society, but it's a mystery, and I don't think her mysteries typically are in this format.
Okay. Okay.
So, but I thought it was beautiful.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
And this is one of those that sucked me in when I first saw it on our website. I thought, oh, that's pretty. But about that time, our IT VP for internet had figured out to how to put larger photos on. So you click on the thumbnail and you get a bigger photo, and that
Yeah.
sucked me in. As soon as I could see all of the texture and all of the color and the
Right.
threads, that was it. That was
It
all
was
it
all
took.
over.
Yep.
What color's the canvas? Looks like it's a.
It's that aquamarina. It's
Oh,
that
okay.
green.
Okay. Yeah. Hey,
And the
look at me.
threads are
Look at
all,
me. I was going to say green of some kind. Oh, yes, victory.
yeah, you got it. And the threads are all blues and kind of tealy blues.
Yeah. Man, that's cool. That is going to be so neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one think I've showed last time we did a,
Yeah. Oh, this is so cool. Yep.
so this is called It's a Mystery, and it's designed by Debbie Rowley, Mary Knapp, Pat Campbell, and Linda Reinmiller.
I'm so sad that that annual event isn't happening anymore.
I know.
To me, that of all the events that happen every year, that was just the coolest idea and amazing every year that four people can contribute to one design and make it work every time. Uh,
Right.
just brilliant work. Yep.
Yep. So this design was in Needlepoint now in March, April 2016.
Okay.
So each one of them did their own colorway.
Completely different pieces, every one of them. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so our face-to-face ANG chapter is doing this for for the winter
Yeah.
when we're online. And the reason it's called It's a Mystery is because it was done by the mystery needle arts ladies.
Yeah.
There's really no mystery to this. So what we did, and I talked about this before too, is Robin and I went through our stashes and pulled out some overdyed threads, and then people chose a number,
Oh, yeah. This
and
is that one. Yeah. Yeah.
then Robin had already numbered each of the threads. So whatever number they picked, that was the thread that they got.
Make it work.
Uh-huh.
That's a great
Yep,
challenge.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 people maybe doing it.
Uh huh.
And I happened to get a color that has, it's pink and green and blue. It's this right in here.
Yeah.
Think that's a Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers overdyed
Mm-hmm.
thread. And I just pulled threads out of my stash to stitch
Yep.
it. It uses floss and pearl cotton and Krynic. And this is neon. Well, she called for neon rays. I didn't have the right color, so I used YLI ribbon floss.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, I really like that. Go back to the picture, would you? I want to see what happens in those vertical channels. Oh, okay.
So
Okay, the vertical channels are actually the horizontal ones in the picture. I see. Okay.
yeah, I let me see. Where's the top? Oh, there.
Yeah,
So
okay. I just
these
wanted, yeah. Okay, now it makes more sense to me. Okay.
it's a Bargello, two different colors. This Bargello swirl.
Yeah.
I just don't have very much of it done.
Yep. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. Sorry, folks, if I'm asking too many questions, but it's a curiosity thing.
Oh, I don't have too many more things to go. Okay, this is Debbie Rowley. It's called
That's a beast. Look at that.
Fantastic. And this is Debbie taught this for our Cyber Pointer September program, which was our 15th anniversary program.
Uh-huh.
And this is
So
what
cool.
hers looks like. Now, I have another one of hers in this colorway that you're going to see in a little bit. So I didn't want to do it in the same colors.
Yeah.
So I picked a different overdyed, and the overdyed isn't used a whole lot on this. It's used down here at the bottom
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, and in some a little bit in the center. But I don't have. I only have a little bit done with the overdyed, and you're not going to be able to see it.
Yeah. That's
So
a
this
that's a
canvas,
that's a strong design. That really is strong.
yeah. Oh, here,
Oh yeah.
this is the overdyed.
Yeah. Okay.
I just stitched a row so I could kind of see how the colors fell.
Yeah.
So the canvas color is called Tudor Rose, and it's no longer available. Uh, I had some in my stash, and so this one is mounted on Evertights,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and they work like the adjuster frames. You can expand them. You want to see the back? There's the back.
Yep.
So this one has some crazy Jessicas on it. These, this is an oblong Jessica, and I quit over here because I wasn't working. I didn't have good enough light when I was working on it the last time, and I couldn't see where I needed to slide under
Uh-huh.
the stitches, so
Yep.
I had to stop with it.
Man,
But
those are beasts. Holy smokes. What
yeah,
fun. What fun.
oop, sorry. Okay, the next one is also Debbie's design.
Mm-hmm.
This one is called Angles.
Yes. One of my favorites. Yep.
Yeah, and here's
Yep.
the book. So she used red as her accent color. I'm using a red violet. So it's
Yep.
probably kind of hard to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that all
There's
kitted up.
down
Yep.
here. It's really it's really been fun to work on so far.
Yeah.
And this diagonal actually went pretty quickly.
Oh, it did.
But
Oh,
now this is going a little slower as I get out into the corner.
that's interesting because that diagonal looks really involved.
I know. I was surprised at how quick it went.
Yeah. Huh. It's just a great design. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love the way she never gets stuck in a rut.
I
She's
know.
design to design. It's like you can't, oh, well, that's from this one or that's from that one. No, no, everyone has got its own thing. Yeah.
But she has you can tell they're her designs usually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very much. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Uh, uh, she I do have a mermaid's tail to stitch.
Uh huh.
She went totally off the reservation there.
Yes, she did.
I
Yep.
would not have said that was Debbie's design,
Nope.
but but most of the time you can tell.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
here is the one
Oh man. Wow.
that is in the bright colors.
Wow.
And this one is called Fantasia.
Yep. Yep.
And I don't
And
have a whole lot left to do on this.
yeah, no, you don't. For people who are seeing this and thinking, "Oh, I could never do that," you can do it. You can do any of her designs because her instructions are so good. Her
They are.
illustrations are so good that you can,
Hmm.
anybody, you could do it. If you just have a little determination, you can do it. They are not there. It's not like these things are so advanced that you have to have done hundreds of counted canvas designs. You can do it. Her instructions, I mean, she really puts effort. Well, look how many pages there are. I mean, it's just exceptional. Yeah.
Yeah, here's an example of one. You can see that she numbers the stitches so you know exactly
Yep.
where to start. And I don't know if she did it in this one, but in her newer chart, she's actually telling you where to anchor your thread even.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
So
you, yeah.
actually, I think she did do it in this one.
Uh-huh.
She told you where to anchor your thread. And this one uses an over dyed, a Karen. It's peach Melba. So the
Okay.
colors in it are kind of peachy and yellow and purple.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
in the center here. And this border is peach Melba, and then there some of the filling stitches out here
What
are in the
stitch is
peach
she
Melba.
using for those scallop borders like that?
Smyrnas.
Those are all Smyrnas.
They are all Smyrnas.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, go
Took
Debbie,
me.
go.
Yeah.
Wow. Because they looked kind of bumpy there, and I wondered what it was. Oh my word.
Yeah. Yeah. If I tilt it, maybe you can see some of the
Yeah, look at
texture.
this texture. Yeah, you can see it.
It's 14 by 14 is the design area.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Boy, you kept it clean. Wow, look at you.
Well, and this is one that she tells you where to anchor your thread. She uses pin stitches to
Right.
anchor pretty much everything. So in these kind of open ray type stitches, it's kind of hard to find a place to put a pin stitch where it doesn't show. So she
Right.
tells you where to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably one of the bigger challenges of that design is making sure your threads from the back don't show.
Well, right. You just can't carry things.
No, not at all. That is really cool. Those are all Smyrnas. Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, I thought I was never going to get done with them.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. Wow. That's very cool though.
And then in here, these are all Jessicas. So
Right?
there's an oblong Jessica, and then these are kind of, I think those are round.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah,
But the visual effect is so, man, it's great.
yeah.
Wow. But I'm telling you folks, if you're interested in counting canvas, start with a Debbie Raleigh because the instructions she gives you, you can do them. You can
Hmm.
do them. You really can. Just take your time, follow the instructions. Yep.
Okay, continuing with the fan mode, fan, whatever. This one is called Fantastique. This is by Elizabeth Almond, Blackwork Journey.
Oh yeah.
And so it is a combination of pulled thread stitches out here and blackwork stitches in here. And I don't know if you can see it. I
Yep.
can't see it through
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
I haven't quite decided how to do that yet. So here's the pattern.
Oh yeah. Wow.
So she stitched hers on linen. I stitched mine on Congress cloth.
Oh.
And this was a project that we did for our guild also for our face-to-face chapter, the Blue Ribbon
Okay.
chapter, to kind of introduce people to pulled thread. and a little bit to black work. And she uses some surface embroidery stitches in the handle part.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Right around the center, she uses buttonhole, and I don't know, she uses some other stuff down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to change it to something else.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Wow. Desperately
Uh,
tried to get her to do a show with us, but she just wasn't comfortable. Just couldn't bring herself to do it, which disappointed
oh,
me.
that's too bad.
I would really like to talk to her about her work because it's stunning.
It is, and her patterns are not expensive.
No?
No, I think this was $5.
No, really. For that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Very, very reasonable. And they're
Wow.
downloads. You just download them. I
Yeah.
think you can get them hard copy if you pay a little bit more, and then but then it has to be shipped from England.
Yeah, that'll take care of inexpensive in a hurry.
She has some beautiful, beautiful whitework pieces
Yeah.
with pulled thread in them.
Oh, she's
It's really
terrific.
stunning.
Oh, her
Plus all the
designs.
black
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mind-blowing
yeah,
stuff. Yep. Yep.
absolutely.
Not wasn't comfortable. It's like, bummer. I want to talk to you.
You know, I don't know. Some people
Yeah.
they just
Well, it
don't want to
happens
do
all
it.
the time. They just aren't
Yeah.
comfortable talking. It's okay. It's
Hmm.
understandable. It happens. Um, yeah.
Yeah, but you know that this is just like talking to any friend.
Yeah.
There's
Just
all of our
yeah.
other friends are watching.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, just two more things.
Okay.
This one is called Spirit, and it's by Sue Reed. You talked to Sue a month or so ago, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Not too long ago. Yeah, that was fun.
And this was I think a correspondence course that we did through Cyber Pointers. This is the pattern.
Cyberpointers.org, right?
Mm,
What's the web address for Cyberpointers? Come on.
President.
I didn't
I
say what your position was in the organization. I just
I think
just a
everybody
minute.
knows.
Just a minute because people need to know about Cyberpointers. Hang on. Cyberpointers.org. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. You do have to
Yes.
belong to National ANG to be a Cyber Pointers member. So here again, I didn't use her colors, but she's totally okay with that. She encourages people to use different colors.
Now
So I,
in this one, there's no way I would use those colors. Not a chance. No.
yeah,
Yeah.
red and kind of
Nope.
taupey.
Yeah. Yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those things where you really have to look beyond the colors
Yep.
to the stitches. And so I have the center done, and the over dyed that I'm using is um oh, it's all the way around the outside. It's kind of a gray blue
Mm-hmm.
with a little bit of a kind of a pale coppery color in it. It's really, really pretty. It's a uh oh, can't think of the design, the uh, manufacturer off the top of my
Karen?
head.
Is it a Karen?
No, it's not a Karen. Um, oh, Robin, help me. The
It'll
same one
come
we
to
were
you after
talking
you're
about
done.
earlier.
After we're done here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I will. It will.
That's neat. So
Yeah.
go back to the picture and let's just kind of hold them up side by side so we can see where this is happening here. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. When you build off of that, oh that's going to be nice. Okay. Oh
So
yeah.
blue, kind of gray blue and copper
Yep.
are the colors.
And then the four corners, are you still going to do those in white or off white or whatever that is?
Uh, I I don't know. No, I think they're that gray blue. And
Okay.
I took everything out of the bag, so I don't have the bag right here handy.
Okay. Yeah.
I figured that was part of what took up some time with Beth was getting stuff out of whatever she had it stored in. So I
Yeah.
I took everything out.
Just make sure it goes back where it belongs.
Well, that'll be the hard part because I've kind of been piling stuff up
Yeah.
around me.
Bring that
Oh,
back. Bring that back because there's something there with back up a little bit for people who counted canvas. If you see on the left side there, you see a little blue T. Be sure and mark the top of your canvas with geometrics. Other way, all the way. Keep going. Make sure you put a T up there or some kind of a marking so you know what the top is. It's just good. It helps you stay oriented because with these
yeah.
geometrics, they don't always um, visually. It doesn't always work. So it's good to know where you started at the top.
Right. And I do turn this,
Yeah.
to work it. So if you have anything like Smyrnas or any kind of cross stitches or anything in your piece, you want to make sure that that top stitch goes in the same direction all
Right.
the way around. And so when you're turning it rather than, reaching over it to work up here, turn it to work in an area that's close to you. Need to make sure that you have everything oriented in the proper direction.
Right.
So I uh, I don't have a selvage on this piece of canvas. If I have a selvage edge, I put that usually on the right side, but I still mark the top
Yeah.
even then when I have the selvage edge.
Now that's interesting. I was
But
taught to put the selvage on the left. You put it on the right.
difference does it make?
No, it doesn't. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, mark that. Once you get set up, mark a T at the top so you always know. Because yeah, I do the same thing. I turn them, whatever makes it easiest to stitch. But then it's always good
Hmm.
to know this is where the top was when I started. Yeah,
And then this one is on just the ordinary stretcher bars, but these are the minis, the little skinny ones.
yeah. Now another tip I learned from Curdy Biggs, I think, but I think that's wrong, is on those conventional stretcher bars, go to the hardware store and they make little right angle pieces of metal,
Hmm.
corner pieces. And buy some of those and they'll come with the screws. And then square up your stretcher bar and then put one on opposite corners. And then that will hold the stretcher bar square so that things
Hmm.
don't get kittywampus as you're stitching. It's real soft wood, so you don't have to pre-drill. You can
Right.
just screw them right in. But you get a square and square those things up because they'll get out of whack on you. And those
Hmm.
metal angle pieces, they're cheap. Just buy a bunch of them and throw them in a box somewhere. Big help in keeping the stretcher bar square. Big help.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The other option is something called frame lock. Have you heard about those?
No.
It's a little plastic right angle thing that you goes right in here, and it's got holes in it for your tacks to go in. The needlework
Oh.
stores carry them. I have a pair, but I don't know which canvas they're on. I don't think they're on any of the ones I had here today.
Oh, that's new to me. So frame lock, it's called.
Yeah, and it's LOK.
Yeah.
Needlepoint.com has them, I know.
Okay. And that goes inside the wood
Yeah,
there,
just
right in
sits
there.
right inside here. They work a little better on the standard size stretcher bars. They're just like maybe an eighth of an inch. I mean, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Uh, too wide for the mini stretcher bars, but they work.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're doing conventional stretcher bars like that, it really is a plus to take that extra time and put something.
Oh,
You got them.
here.
Oh yeah. Oh look at that. There you go.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It really is worth it because those things will get out of whack.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody else asked a question about those stretcher bars. Can you use them again and again? You use them forever. Look at how many times Cindy's used those.
Yeah. Look at
Uh,
all the holes in them.
yep. And then when one side gets worn out, you flip it over and you start putting tacks in the other side. They'll last forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the cheapest pieces of equipment you'll buy because
Right.
yeah, they'll take a licking and keep on ticking. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Last one is another Sue Reed. Again, it was another correspondence course.
Yeah.
And this one is called Garden Path. And here's the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
Oh, you changed
not
the
my
colors.
colors. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
What a surprise. Oh, I like your choice. Yeah, brighter.
So this is orange and black, more or less.
Yeah, I like that.
The thread is called, I think, orange licorice, and it's the same manufacturer whose name just escapes me.
Yeah.
Uh, I have so much of her thread. So it's just the ones that Orna used in that pattern to honor her son that killed himself. It was the thread designer's son. I know you
Yeah.
know who I'm talking about.
Yep, I do. Yeah, and it's going to come to me too after we're done.
Uh-huh.
I hate that.
I do too.
Yeah, well, anyway, yeah. That's really nice. That's a good choice of colors there. That's really beautiful.
And so all of uh, the overdyed is, well, it's in the center. You can see it's not really orange orange, it's kind of a coppery orange.
Yeah.
And I think all the threads used on this one are stranded.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
Show,
they're all silks.
show the design again of the picture. I want to see what happens after you. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, your color choices that's gonna be outstanding.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Good call. Yep. Yeah. uh, you mentioned about so many of these counted canvas people, their newer designs, they're all using them as teaching tools or teaching pieces. But
Yeah,
you can, that was the last one,
that was the last one.
but you can ghost a lot of chapters will let you ghost a project.
Yeah.
So if you keep an eye or write to the designer and ask where they're teaching it, and if you can ghost it, then that means you can sign up for it and get all the stuff and still stitch it because a lot of these counted canvas people in particular are not offering their new designs for sale as a retail thing. They're
Right.
using them all for teaching, and then if they teach them at a seminar, A&G or EGA or whatever it is, then a lot of times they get tied up for a couple years
Oh yeah.
before they could offer them for retail if they want to. And I know like Debbie Rowley, she's teaching everything. I don't think she's released a retail piece in forever. And
No.
I'm not sure she's interested. The money is, it's money. I mean, they're making money teaching
Right.
classes, and
Right.
so if you want those new designs, you got to get on board and take the class.
Hmm.
And
Shining Needle Society is another good one
hmm
to follow because they I know that Debbie's done classes for them. I think one just closed. Um, Curdy Biggs, Threedle's Design, does classes for her. She also has some people that do cross stitch projects for her.
yeah,
So there's lots of different things that come through there. I think I'd say it's a pretty good mix between cross stitch and needlepoint.
yeah, yeah,
And you don't need to belong to a guild. there's no charge to be a part of the Shining Needle Society.
Yeah.
You just, sign up for it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's a good resource. Yeah. But yeah.
Mhm.
And
But the other one is the guilds, EGA and ANG.
yep.
Uh, like Gary said, you could go to. I haven't looked at Sue's website recently. I don't know if she shows her teaching pieces, but you can always email her and say, I'm interested in whatever, or, when are you going to be teaching it next?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes the chapters will make you join, but most of the time it's not a big cost.
Right. Right. Well, and we brought up cyber pointers at cyberpointers.org, but you guys have a tremendous program
Yeah.
of classes, and so you
Hmm.
become a member of EGA, and if you don't have a local chapter, cyber pointers, there you go. It's an
That's
online thing, and
ANG,
yeah, A&G. So
not
you
A.
join
Okay.
A&G, and then you join cyber pointers, and then it doesn't matter where you live.
Right.
And you guys have something going all the time,
Hmm.
and usually with national designer teachers. So
Yep.
yeah, it's a good way to get involved in this stuff. And counted canvas work. I'm a fan of counted canvas work. I just think it's so much fun to do. You get to do
Hmm.
so many stitches, and as you demonstrated, there's so many time you change colors.
Yeah.
Uh, just there's so much fun within what is a fun
Right.
piece to stitch.
There, Robin bailed us out. It's the thread gatherer.
There we go. Okay, thanks, Robin.
I have so much of her thread. You'd think I could remember that name, but
Yeah.
this was the second time today I forgot it.
Hey, that's why when we do shows like, and I send you guys notes, there's all this stuff. A lot of it is just so I don't forget it. It's just, you know, yeah, you just can't remember it all. So,
Yeah. I like
yeah,
I like lists and checklists and all that other kind of stuff because
yep,
otherwise you forget.
yep. Well, that was terrific. Thank you. Wow, fun.
Yeah, it was
Yep,
fun.
yeah.
It's fun to get all
So,
this stuff out.
yep, yeah, and see what you have. Yeah,
Yeah.
line them up and stitch them. That's right. Yep. All right. Well, I got to get me some scroll bars from the Artisan Designs people. Yeah, I think that's a good system there. You see it
Yeah,
a
I think
lot.
you'll like them.
Yeah. All
They're
right, folks.
they're really well made.
Yeah. Well, I can tell. Yeah. Yeah. No, an order is going out this afternoon. All right, folks. That's going to be it. The Needlepoint Dads on Sunday is the podcast, and then join us at 3 o'clock Eastern on Christmas Day for just some stitching and rambling.
Yeah.
Robin and Cindy, we'll get to see Robin, who's in the dining room right now, will be joining us for sure. Jennifer may join us, and we'll just have fun for an hour, hour and a half, just stitching and doing whatever. So if you're home alone like Marga and me and Robin and Cindy on Christmas Day, join us at 3 o'clock Eastern time and, get your stitching out. We'll have some fun for a while. So
Yep.
thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks to everybody who
Bye.
watches this after the fact, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.